Due to several situations, guys, Hi everybody. Due to several situations, as you may know, I have not been able to stream as usual as, normally. However, I decided to record the last part of Sons of Saturn, because I really want to finish this game. I am really intrigued about the end and all the other stories. So we're gonna load this game. And we're gonna get from here. So this is gonna be recorded, it's gonna go on YouTube. If you wanna watch the first part, I'm linking it over here. But just know you're loved and I love you. Wait, save load. Last auto save, yes. Different. So you save. There you go. Now we're in the correct one. We already reviewed Julia's belongings. That's the way to the roof. We don't need to go up there for anything, I hope. So, going back. How are we going front? No. No, that's an old pneumatic line. Administrators used them to send small packages all over the city. Sometimes packages would get jammed in the tubes and we would have to ride through the access conduits to dislodge them. It was one of the worst jobs. So we go back to this room. Yeah, we already did this one. The ferns. And the ferns. Further. Your arm. Yes, it worked. Okay, so all of these we did on the stream. I'm just trying to check what's happening here. I'm trying to accommodate me what it would look like. It's the hardest speech. Yep. Okay, so already did all of these. We here, and then we were going to check here. You return to a room line with dozens of these decrepit. No, yeah, we're in the correct one. We are not crazy, guys, I promise. Okay, roof access. Wow. Slow down. Quickly begins inspecting the paneling before you. Alright, I just need to swap out a few of these wires. No, that's not good. That's very not good. Miss, I have some bad news. One of the fuses of the elevator control panel has disappeared. See? It points to a vacant piece of real estate on the panel. I'm sorry, miss, but there's no way to get to the elevator from the bottom floor. What a good fuse. What good is a fuse anyway? I didn't think this complex had power. The fuse is gone? Why would anyone have taken it? What good is it to anybody? I have no clue on either count. But somehow I am shocked that the elevator has been disabled. Minerva has been reacting antagonistically towards you, more so than any other client I've still guided through here. So the city itself magically stole the fuse because it doesn't like me? No, necessarily. One of the ferrymen might have decided to block access to the children's world. At least one ferryman has disappeared there. It is also possible some scrapper stole it to himself. That world is full of valuables, so looters sometimes pay a visit if they are extremely desperate. Maybe one of them decided they didn't want any competition. Somehow, though, I feel like Minerva is giving you another sign. What happened to the ferryman who disappeared before? The incident was quite a while ago. Actually, the ferryman's name was Thompson, I think. He was an adoptee turned ferryman, like me, though we didn't know each other very well. The story I heard is that he had some sort of breakdown, abandoned a client somewhere in the maternity ward. Maybe they came across something that set him off. He wasn't heard of from after that. You can't even be sure he made it to the children's ward, though. I'd say it was pretty likely. He was reasonably experienced, like myself, and that's the only place in this part of the city where he wouldn't be found. The client, fortunately, did make it up. Poor guy had to navigate the drains and sewers by himself, and apparently his lamp ran out of juice towards the end. Ultimately made it, and told the broker what I just told you. Scrappers steal stuff from the children's ward? I thought it was extremely dangerous. It is extremely dangerous. The scrappers that come here cannot afford to care. Most of them are in pretty desperate positions, and because the children's world is dangerous and difficult to access, lots of valuable stuff is still there behind. Jewelry, antiques, electronics, medicine, drugs, collectible toys, that sort of stuff. Collectible toys? We need to find another route to the basement. There are no other routes. Every basement level door was locked shut before the city was even abandoned. Even the utility tunnel connections were blocked off. They only neglected to seal the basement elevator entrance, because they had rewired the elevator to never go there. But you can bypass those locks by swapping a few of these cables around. Or rather, you could, before the fuse disappeared. They really wanted to keep people out. Yeah, they did. Unusual phenomena started plaguing the children's world before Minerva was even abandoned. I don't like going there. I almost never do. I only suggested we investigate that world out of desperation. So if we pull this lever, the elevator will plummet to the bottom floor. Yes. But why would you want to do that? All that would accomplish is permanently disabling the door. Is find enemies if you as an option? We have absolutely no lead on what happened to the first one. And the ones employed here are the very unique specialist type. So we won't be able to find a replacement fuse either. I know what to do. I'll go wait by the elevator cabin. Then you'll pull the lever. And I'll drop down to the children's room. Miss, please, that's ridiculous. Bordering on suicidal even. Once the line is cut and the brake is released, nothing will serve to retard the elevator's free fall. The elevator is idling on the roof and will drop all the way down to the sub-basement that's over a 10-meter drop. Don't let him talk you out of it. You know what you came here for. Do I? Yeah, you do. What's that mean? What's that, miss? If I jump right before the elevator hits the ground, I'll float to the ground and be uninjured. Miss, that is a common misconception. If you're hurtling towards the ground at 20 meters per second and jump up to the last speed of 1 meter per second, well, you'll hit the ground at 19 meters per second. Ugh, we already knew that. We'll have to secure his compliance some other way. If you don't go along with it, I'll pull the lever and just jump down the elevator shaft. Yeah, force his hand. Miss, I can't stop you from doing that, but please. Think hard about whether or not this is worth it. He's coming around to the plan. You might break your legs on the fall or your spine. There would be nothing at all I could do to help you. Is that how you want to end this? Is that how you want this to end? Starving to death at the bottom of an elevator shaft with 2 broken legs and no painkillers? Yeah, that's how I want to go out. 92 full speed, not that fast. You're really gonna do it through with this, aren't you? there's no talking you out of it. He sounds almost disappointed in himself. A very fair man might have convinced you to drop this. He's thinking, ugh, fuck, okay. Get in the elevator. Smack the roof a couple of times when you get there so I know you're inside, and then I disconnect the cable. Pull the lever. Alright, thanks for the help. He does not return your thanks. He looks sullen, hollow, even a little guilty. He reaches into his pocket. You might want this. Just in case the descent goes poorly. What in this pill capsule? It's fentanyl, miss. An opiate derivative. All ferrymen keep some on their person in case of emergencies. If you end up immobilized at the bottom of the shaft, this might be an appealing option. How much of this do I need to take to die? Just take all of them. I won't be asking for the leftovers. I hope I won't need it, but thanks. The ferryman nods silently. No point in putting this off. Head back to the elevator, and when I hear you banging the roof, I'll release. Thanks for helping me with this. I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be thanking me. Exit the machine room and head back to the elevator. And she just fell. Where are we? What the fuck just happened? I think we just fell to the roof. I'm flat on my back and my elbow hurts, and I'm looking up a hole in the ceiling. So I think that's a safe bet. I need to get snarky with it. I guess we can think of it as a practice fall. Did Wiggly not hear me crashing to the floor? I doubt he did. The wind is pretty intense up here, and this building makes plenty of strange noises on its own. Julia might have heard it, though. We should get moving. Where are we? I think we're back at the stairwell we came up to the top floor. We should be right next to the elevator cabin now, actually. It should be over to the left. Can you move? I'm going to crawl at least. Then let's slither into the cabin of the elevator and we can get down to the basement. You stand some difficulty and stumble towards the elevator. Sidle out of phase with respect to the floor. Okay. We just gotta step in and smack the roof, remember? Nothing to it. Julian, cabin up. You can also see the faint outlines of the rigging equipment. Remain functional. Step inside the elevator cabin. They are beautiful but not comfortable. It's a very pretty trimming. You feel a squish beneath your left foot. The smell of mild putrefaction invades your nostrils. You look down and see an enormous dead rat underneath you. Nice. We have to investigate this. Pick it up so we can weigh it and document its size. I don't want to pick it up. The insides are petrified. Alright, fine. You don't have to pick it up. But you should at least put your hand next to it so we can see how big it is. Jeez, massive. We have a meter in there. And it shows such obvious musculature in its back. I can't imagine how it died. Once you reach this size, you have no natural predators. We need to move on from this rat. It's time to give Wiggly the signal to drop us. Remember, you just need to slap the roof on the cabin and he'll release the lever. Alright, brace yourself and shove me extra deep in your pocket, if you don't mind. Thanks. Now that I'm deeper in here, I can provide padding for some heart and surrounding organs. This is good for both of us. You think he heard it? Maybe. The horrific visions rattling your spinal column slowly begin to fade. The images and figures are replaced by a pervasive darkness. The tendrils of your nervous system begin to slowly reawaken. Internal monologue slowly creeps back to life. Your proprioceptive senses inform you that you are laying on the side. Slowly you begin to feel the faint ring of pain emanating from your left big toe. Is this what being dead is like? No, this isn't what being dead is like. And what is being dead like? Close your left eye, close your eye. Focus on what your left eye is seeing. The left eye doesn't see anything, nor does it see the absence of anything. That's what being dead is like. I can open either of my eyes right now. It pains me to see you wasting such life, such vigor. When death comes, will you wish you spent more time staring at the back of your eyelids? The pens from your throat grows closer. It begins to feel the pressure. Milder purification returns to your nostril. Distant cracking says, all of your gears and tenders is time to whirl. You hear a familiar voice. We got to wake up. Your muscles in your face manage to pry open one eye on the floor of the elevator cabin. It begins to whisper to you. Yes, now focus on what the left eye sees. Get a real taste for it. Am I hallucinating this, or are you really talking to me? You're hallucinating. I am really talking to you. Directly without words. We collided during the freefall. Our nervous systems became entangled. Thanks for breaking my fall. It's the least I could do in return for this essential gift. But how? You were dead. The architecture of my nervous system is still fully intact. When we collided, I received one last orange injection of life. I thank you for the donation. Only God who lived 622 days before dying in the elevator cabin. Such a humiliatingly brief lapse of time. What could have killed you? How can a creature of such courage possibly die? A group of kids from this world found me and beat me to death. They tossed me here into the elevator cabin when they were done. Your life was short, but you achieved such impressive mass before you died. Teach me your secrets. Life is not easy for a baby rat. If you don't get big quickly, you will be eaten by the other baby rats or your own parents. It's time for you to decide what kind of rat are you going to be. I'm going to be a giant rat. I want to eat all my siblings and also my own kids. You're appreciating this rat long enough. I think it's time to stand up. Your attempt on standing up is immediately thwarted by an incredible pain from your big toe. Your toe. It's probably broken. Take the shoe off so we can take a look. I'm better off not knowing. Alright, but we got to deal with that pain somehow. Right now it's too bad to walk. Take some of the painkillers the ferryman gave you. Should be alright if you just take 4 or 5. No. But I'm not sure how strong they are. 4 or 5 might be lethal. Come on, you used to down half a bottle of this every time someone said something mean to you. Don't mind him. There's no better way to leave this world. Alright, fine. They begin to resolve. Oh, this kick fast. The ferryman did mention they were something atypical. Probably designed to be fast acting. Tries to stand up. You turn your sock and shoe onto your foot, securing the strings. Okay, you see, I didn't take it off, so that doesn't make sense, but okay. Alright, all things considered, we did pretty well for a 10-meter drop. Funny how you keep coming up with this shit on Scat. I'm pretty sure in one of the glass eyes is scratched. I don't feel it, but now I'm even unclear. Hold out of the elevator. Wait, no, don't go. What, you want us to hang out here with you? No, of course not. This cabin is a poor dump. Take me with you. I failed to make the most of any of my 622 days. You don't know this rancid furball anything. You owe me nothing, but you could give me everything. I wasted so much time. Sure. Shove the giant rat into the pocket with Jasper. Ah! This thing is disgusting. How could you do this to me? Just hold on for a little while. We'll just take him somewhere nice. So he doesn't have to spend eternity stuck in the elevator shaft. I'm getting soaked by putrid liquids leaking out from this thing. My ancestors and offspring are in eternal debt to you. Though I think I had most of my own children. Let's just take him to where he needs to go so I don't have to sit in here with him. Hmm. This is a beautiful poster. It's a shame the edges are so faded. We don't have anything this fancy looking on the surface anymore. Very nice. Visitation logbook lies atop of the pile of documents strewn about the room. As before, the booklet's placement is conspicuous. Read the visitor's logs. You open the first page, entries on visits organized in time slot populated by rows of sheets. Rosalind, Julia, Angela, Paul, and Emily. None appear. Julia never visited her daughter after sending her here, even though she lived 2 floors below her in the same building. That's sad for me to even acknowledge. No one's making you. I have other things to worry about. Let's keep looking for ways to shake Julia off. Who's that at the end of the hall? It can be. Small office room, typewriter dressed atop, a grime-covered desk, and all documents spill out of the drawers. In a corner, you notice a conspicuous-looking safe. Like documents. Any updates on the rodent infestation problem? How did that go? That's the administrator who's found complaints about beer on the notes we found earlier. The rat your nurses found in the vent is taken care of. It's got the sleeping sickness now. It won't bother you again. I can restore a bit of last year's incident. Don't have any further problems. I see to it personally this time. Good, very good. Do you manage to recover the materials after? All of them. They'll be here in my safe until I get word from you on how to process them. Strange exchange. Sounds like they're speaking in code about something. Right in the vents the nurses found. You think they're talking about Bira? Yes, her. She said in her last note that she was going to spy on one of the operators. Maybe they got her? Let's try and find out what's inside. Safe. Please let me kick it. No, just break your other toe. Got like 8 or 9 of those left. Let's keep looking around. The figure is no longer there. This place has power too. It's a piece of critical infrastructure. It's probably got one of those fuel cell things the fireman was talking about. Oh shit. Where's that thing? It's an old computing box, remember? We used to see all of this all the time when we lived here. They were very valuable. They're very valuable now. There are enough rare metals on the surface to produce them anymore. I'm surprised it hasn't been stolen, actually. Because the fireman did say people do come down here much. How much to use it? I think you use these arrows to move around the screen, and this button to select stuff. I don't know how to turn it on though. Oh my god, it actually turned on with a hit. Nice. Juggler program? Hit it again. Haptic amplifier allows for enhancement between spatially adjacent neurons. You propose that the application of this device on two test subjects will allow for the nervous system of one subject. Mhm. Study is to be performed on two volunteers, alpha and beta. Male, overweight, 64 years old. Male, underweight, 12 years old. They experimented on a child? That's fucking sick. Holy shit. Rosalind has agreed to source an even younger subject to serve as the recipient? Better die overnight. We aren't sure. Palchek seems like he might be losing it. Actually, he came into my office today. What a nightmare. I saw Beta today. The kid who died, I saw him. Just standing in the operating room. I think Alex saw him too, but no one else. Dude, that's scary. You think this is actually guilt? I don't know anymore. Chivalry wrong. So Alpha is the real host. Better I have to get rid of Alpha. I should have switched on Alpha's room. He's expired now. See better anymore. I mean, you tested on a child. That's shitty. No matter how you see it. I think Julia playing a role in this. She's gone wasn't it? It didn't get a great look, but it looked like me. Oh, wow. You enter a small room filled with cold and stagnant air. A small wrinkled lump rests on the periphery of the bed covered in ferns. Is that thing on the bed alive? So you feel it too? You think this is Angela? This is her room, and that lump's about the right size and shape for a toddler. What you hear of static television set in the corner sprung to life. Concentrate your hearing. Approaching footsteps. Hide. You slither into the interior of the thick blanket that burns suffocating in the corner of the room. You fall out of the television begins to scream. Holy shit. Julia. We're still right outside. Please keep moving before she hears us. You enter another small basement room where yet another pod, mesh of bed sheets and greenery cover an emaciated figure. The air here is vibrantly fetid, more so than any other room. An old lever rests proportionally on the on position above the bed. Closer look at the bottom. Take the note from the hand. I don't see how that's possible. Hear that, huh? The room is still powered, like the elevator room. See those cables? I think that machine is sustaining this person. But you know, there is life hiding beneath that foliage. You know I can feel it. can even set the bed source used in the back of its mattress. Exercise it violently. What am I supposed to even grab it with? My blood-soaked hands? Am I alive as a person? Take the note from the dead woman. I've written copies of this note trying to get them out over and over. Nothing escapes from down here. Dr. Anthony Tan is stealing infants and telling the mothers that they're dead. He and his nurses pump them full of deliriums during delivery, swap the infants out for a corpse, and hands them a certificate declaring that their child was stillborn. I watched it happen from the vents in the surgical suite. I was caught beaten and injected with some poison. Since then, I can't stay awake. I can't get out of bed. I can't think. They don't even bother restraining me. The doctor says I have encephalitis. I've tried to tell them what happened. They respond to pumping me full of sedatives. No one is allowed to visit. No one gets my notes. Baby boy? I like you. I drift in and out every day, shortened and last. My swollen brain is about to leak through my ears. I'm keeping this knot locked, tied in my palm until I expire. Hopefully no one notices until rigor mortis sets in. I sneak into Frost's office after hour. He leaves every day at 6:30. He has a safe where he keeps those certificates and keys to experiment rooms. Safe combo is 3843.99. To remember. Well, we now have the code. That's good. Bust open the safe, tell the city what is happening. Coroner, please give this note to Alex next. Vera. Oh my, I guess it was. Sounds like she got caught spying on that operation. That's what you get for sticking your nose in places that doesn't belong. She held this note for years, hoping someone would find it. There's nothing we can do for her, Emily. It's too late. Do you know what happened? They used the kids they were stealing for experiments in the lab down here. That's what happened to Julia's kids. That's what's happening to all of the kids she helps send down here. They're already dead. The people who did this to Vera, they're probably dead too. They got away with it. 20 years too late, there's nothing we can do. Okay. Yeah, we'll go open it the normal way. Keep the safe. Oh, what are you doing? I forgot my toe was broken. Shut up, we're still aren't far from Julia. How could you forget something like that, seriously? Hey, we got the safe open, let's take a look. Let's try this lock door out. Sure, let's hope the mechanism isn't to the form. That door looked pretty warped. Eventually, you arrive at a stack of thick, rigid documents. These look like certificates of some sort, huh? Except they were meant to document instances of a stillbirth. There must be some reason they wanted this confiscated. Lowman Paul. Linda Lowman. That's Wiggly's real name, right? He wasn't a stillborn. They were stealing kids and telling the mothers they were dead on arrival. That certainly lines up with what Vera was saying. I mean, how else would Paul Loman also be the name of our guy? I'm going to hold on to this document when we see Wiggly again. I think we need to tell her. It's none of your business. It might cause a bad reaction. Let's go open that door. I don't want to stay here. Why not? It's just what's going on? We have to leave now. Do a quick scan of the room. The jagged outline of the person beneath. Portions of a neighboring neckline. Behind you, suddenly slam shuts. You can hear the lock cylinders sliding into place. It's not going to work. You aren't leaving this room until I say so. Oh no. I already knew it was hard. Running around acting like you own the place. You're exhibiting clear and willful non-compliance. I remember that when you entered my care. I'll find a way out of here just like last time. You really think I couldn't hear you? You aren't subtle. I just need to wait for you to leave. I hung back until you thought you entered one of those rooms without thinking. That's a mistake people like you always make. You think you're safe. You let your guard down, not me, not anymore. Get me out of here, you bitch. I don't like your tone, miss. Stop. Hear that? Sound of PC gas filling the room. Take a few minutes, but before long, the concentration will have enough. I don't think I'll have any trouble getting you into a restraint. I know who you are, miss. I'll just leave you alone. I know what kind of plot you have in you. I'll back a few minutes with a gas mask. I recommend lying down and make a transition a little bit smoother. Fully, we need to focus on finding a way out of here before the concentration gets too high. Right? Yeah, the game is. I mean, yeah, it's not reacting to anything. There's no way out of this room. We're here to stay. I know. You're always the slow one. Even though you're young, you're never quick enough. It's kind of mean. If you were just a little sharper and listened to me, you wouldn't be here. But I should know better than to count on you. Sure, it's just we don't have to put up with this anymore. Emily. You always have. You don't have to. Don't talk to that thing. Stay away from it. It'll only make things worse. Why did you never listen to what I said? It's every figure. I think it likes you. I think you should join them. Stay beside them. Please, Emily, how can you trust it? I can tell what it thinks of you. I think you're ugly. You rest your head next to the figure laying beneath the sheet. Such warm. How many cold nights I spent there. Maybe we could move in a little closer. I wouldn't mind grabbing up besides them. We can waste precious body heat after all. Don't do it. It feels nice. Nothing now. This could still get you. This thing could still get you. So I just want to see your face. No, Amelie, I'm extremely deteriorated. It's best that you don't remember my body and my face as they were. Sure, Amelie. What's your case work? At least I'm what's left of her. I have to get out of here. This is the fraud, a wire mother. We're in danger. Please, I beg you, get out right now and run. Run anywhere. Scratch at the door until it's chilled. Jasper really doesn't like it. I still remembers who I am. I could never understand why you kept talking to the little doll. Now I know. Emily, get up. You have to go. You're unsafe here. There. Now we can continue our conversation. Why does Jeremy hate you so much? What I was born to do, protect you from the truth. Tell me, Emily. Do you remember when I first came here? I don't want to know. You have to, Emily. Please, don't run away from me. Wanted that one shape like that. Do you remember why? Why would you want the one shape like that? I remember. Remember the reason you came here. It tells you as a caseworker. The least I owe you is to make sure you understand your own past. So go on, say what you did. Yes, you threw her down the well in your backyard. She drowned. After a few days, you confessed to your mom, Rosalind. A few days after that, she dropped you off with me. She never visited. And why did you do it? I did it because you said so. The home life is very comfortable. But Mom wasn't the one who threw the cat down the well. You feel it. We can both feel it. I already felt you once. This time I'm doing the right thing. Think of me. You will become so upset when I try to explain this to you. Like you better quiet. You didn't already know. Nothing that you didn't even feel. Oof, this is getting heavy, man. You really want to spend your whole life not accepting what really happened. Put your hand over Jasper and press him into your heart. Run your fingers all around the head, the maiden torso, and the misshapen limbs. The good feel of the knotted scar tissue that formed around the place. It's still less powerful now. He's screaming right now, trying to protect you from the truth. Don't let it through. Not this time. How am I supposed to leave? How am I supposed to continue? I can tell you that, Amelie. No one can tell you how to live with yourself. But I can tell you what to do next. All at all, into the pneumatic room. There's a portal in the bathroom. Put it in. Close the hatch. And send it away. How can I live without Jasper? How am I supposed to make it? I don't know. But I do know I can go any further. Rumor has gotten too large. Your shield is gone. Your heart is going to burst through a glass flower. I just want to learn. I know it hurts. You have to learn how to live again. You will learn in time. You've never been able to sever that cord until now. What are you talking about? I've been here before. This isn't your first visit, Emily. You've come to me many times before. Usually running away from Rosalind or sometimes Julia. One of those other nurses you always you're getting bossed around by that doll. I mean, a long time ago, right? When I was a kid. No, I mean, not as a child. I'm fragmented, hard for me to discern. For always you look as you do now, same age, same hair. I've got memories of you as a child scattered about. That is not who comes to visit. I don't see how that's possible. You must be confused. Haven't you wondered how Julia got here? How she came to haunt these halls? You met her host, the poor lump in the room she visited. Until Angela expires, Julia is trapped here. No, I'm real. I remember getting here, Polly. Wiggly the ferryman, I remember my life before. You always remember something. A little different every time, but you always think it was real. This was the first time I've ever seen you get rid of the doll. I'd be here if I was the first. This world is haunted, you know. It's a kind of purgatory for people too lonely to die. Scientists here try to transplant the minds of the old into the bodies of the young. I'm not sure they understand that either. Really talk to me. Way outside of Minerva. Is he here right now? Is he talking to you presently? Right now you remember him talking to you in your memories, just like every other memory. Memories can be implanted. Right now is the only thing you really know. How do we know if I'm real for sure? That woman, bundled up in the bed across the hall. She's the one you came here to see. Yes, that's Rosalind. I can't be certain, but I think she's your host. If you really want to know what you are, I hear a whisper. So if I pull the plug on Mom, and I'm still here, then I'm real. Yes, I'm not sure. There's no switch in Rosalind's room, but she's on the same circuit as Angela. The electrical wires are in sync with my nerves. I can feel it. Throw the switch in Angela's room, and Rosalind will leave us. So will Angela, and so will Julia. This is the part where I tell you not to pull the plug. Usually you complain and cry and get angry, but ultimately you won't listen. I'm not doing that today. You finally managed to cross the moldy dog. It's time you decide this for yourself. You know how rare having real power of your life. My time here is nearly done, Emily. Conversing like this, it strains the remnants of my nervous system to the brink. I'm about to expire. I won't be around to confront you during these future visits. I'm sorry. My organs are failing, Emily. You have to find your own way. Without me. In this life and the next. I can do one final thing for you. Just disable the magnets, keeping that door locked. You should be able to leave now. This is the best I can do for you. You were owed so much more. Goodbye, Emily. Okay. I can tell you. Yeah, I'm being blunt, but I think you only understand. You hold it over me. I regret for myself much more. Damn. So much for- What are you doing here? How did you get out of that room? I knew I should have dealt with you sooner. I just thought it might be good to let you sputter on the ground for a few minutes. Traffic, dozens of infants, sent them down here today. Those kids were unwanted. Even if the mother said otherwise, I could see in their faces, in their bodies. I was doing them a favor. Then why are you here? You feel guilty? Because, because I knew she was going to die down here. I knew what Rosalind was doing to these kids. Who are you to judge me? What should I have done? Did I not love a kid that I hated? My daughter shouldn't have been born. This is all. Don't do it. It never was. It never was. Look, Angela, didn't you? A little parasite destroyed my body, destroyed my career. I resent her. I never wanted her inside of me. I never wanted a child. I shouldn't have a child. It wasn't my choice. Wow. That is so harsh. Please just leave me alone. You shouldn't have had to carry Angela. You weren't wrong to try and get rid of her. She wasn't your fault to be born. Rosalind's team was supposed to take care of her. They said they would. She cried and cried when they took her away, but it was for their own good. It's their fault I had to carry her in the first place. They wouldn't just let me get rid of her. Maybe what happened to Angela wasn't your fault? Well, if you help Dr. Tan still. And Rosalind is doing important work in the floor. She needs subjects. The amount of good she could do if she pulls this off. And we were doing those women a favor. Do you know what kind of people end up in this hospital? They couldn't support another child. All of the pregnant women I treated had only convinced themselves they wanted their child because they had no other option. At the end of the day, a lot of mothers had their children stolen and killed because of you. It really hurt you. She's staring past you now. She's quiet and strong. Several agonized moments of silence rise and fall. Suddenly, violently, the tension each other. And Julia looked right at you. There must be some way to undo it all. Go back to things. Tell me how to do it. What is it? Nothing I can do will ever change it. It hasn't been washed away. I still feel it. I feel the pain and loss. I feel the hate and anguish. Everyone just tells me to move on, but no one ever actually tells you how to do that. I can't stop thinking about it. I won't stop thinking about it. I don't deserve to stop thinking about it. Torturing yourself isn't going to undo what you did to Angela or those other kids. What I'm doing really is pointless, isn't it? She isn't going to wake up. There was never any hope of her waking up. She was never going to make it out of the well after you threw her down there. If I flip that breaker, Angela's bodies will finally cease to function. So will I. I can end the pain. That's all I can do now. What you can now. That's all that anyone can ask. Are you like me? When I put this switch, what happens to you? Can Can you talk me through it? I don't know what it will be like after I pull this switch after I'm gone. Feels a little uneasy, doesn't it? Especially when they do like these full-on changes. I don't know. It's interesting. And now everything is red. particularly long game. We could be- Ah, you're back. Your toe feeling any better now that you put it from it? Not really. Doesn't really look like a toe anymore. For one, everything else is alright. First time I feel like I'm myself, no one else. It's true. I'm glad to hear it. You feel like going deeper into things. No, by the way, I'm honestly a little disappointed. It looks more beautiful than I remember. Here, I think it's best we leave it here. Let's go. I guess you found her, huh? Yeah, she was wrapped up in one of the beds down there. I couldn't even see her face when I knew who it was. I got what I needed. Or like something else under it. Something you should see. That's my name on the paper. Certificate stating that you were still there. You should feel proud. You weren't really alone. You and a lot of other kids were stolen and trafficked. And trafficked. I forgot how to English. Probably by Rosalind and this other doctor named Frank. I don't really know. You should feel upset and angry and embarrassed. Trying to keep up with it. They took a lot. Just don't do what I did. Move on. Don't let it ruin your life. I have an hour to go along. Wait. Be safe. I understand this is a somewhat unprofessional request, but I just need a little bit of time to myself. It's difficult for me to understand. You have no practice standing up for yourself, do you? All the time you need, I'm not going to. I'm feeling down in the very nice wine and smash forward. I put in my time. But lots of weird pies in bed. I'm too old for. Usually it's just me. This time, I don't know. Go run around down there. Oh, give me. I think I'll just put it right here. Thanks. What about for the highlights for all? You is what you like. Yours are flowing. Oh, hey. You're like a blackbird. I've been trying to conserve the life of the kid. This makes sense. I am being home. Listen. Emily, I need you to call me as far as you can. I have just this tiny sliver of life left to keep the world a little bad for you. You want me to toss you off the roof and towards the lake? Yes. From there I can make it to the river and burn the lake. Things feel just like it's from the base of it to that. Only live and how many innate bits of organic matter we have noise and lighting perspiration. You ate your own babies. You don't feel guilty or upset about that. You shouldn't have done it. That's kind of tough. But I know how to live with it the moment I live in harmony. In a few hours, my body and mind. And I will never be the moment I basically it's a game about finding food. This is the effort that you need to give for yourself. That's powerful. I don't know. I think it's pretty powerful, honestly. I think it's so this is basically all of the oh, okay. Somehow I knew I would find you here. You know, the pneumatic shoot, so I guess it makes sense to you ended up here in my favorite spot. Yeah, my whole life turned out to be a lie. Yes, I feel resentment. I feel hurt. They took so much away from me. I thought they did me a favor by taking me to those labs. Breathe out your suffering and throw on the floor. Put Jasper in your pocket. Okay. This is where you will be staying. Forever, I think. I'm not as smart as a lot of people who work here, or some of the people who come through. But I see some things clearly. Even when we're just walking through the halls or sitting in the boilers, I could feel you warming into me. I feel bad, but I still have time left. I have life. That's a lot more than many people ever get, you know? It's more than most people have right now. Most people are dead forever. Some people didn't treat me kindly, but I'm not going to let them take away the rest of what I have. And I'm not going to let you take it away either. I brought you here because I'm nice. I thought it seemed like a good spot to rest. I know you mean well, but you aren't coming with me. Amelie is better off without you too. I have a client to get home. She might be my last. I hope she's still waiting for me. Goodbye, Jasper. Dad? He's now here. Wow. Okay, I really like that's a little bit too short. You know, the first part you can see that I did it live on stream. This is the second part because I really wanted to finish the game and I wanted to show it to you guys. I hope that you enjoy it. Definitely, I believe it's now available on Steam, so you should 100% get it. I want to thank all of you for, you know, watching it. While me, somebody that has ADHD, I tend to get a little bit lost sometimes with text, especially when I have to read it out loud. Read it out loud, sorry. I still enjoy this very much. So I hope you do too if you happen to play it. And I will see you all next time. This was the Beembunbun. Saying bye-bye. And remember, you're important, you matter, and you are an amazing, amazing being. Have a great day. I love you all, and bye.